Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is my second time to reviewing this, or recording should I say, and I'm going to sum this up real quick because I don't have much time. The idea of Spidergeddon should have worked on paper. Marvel looked at that paper, threw it in the trash, and said, hey, how do we screw this up? Someone raised their hand saying, hey, what if we don't involve Peter Parker until the last 3 pages of the fight? And that person got a nice little corner office somewhere in New York. Because that's what happens. Peter Parker comes in well after the staple on the 5th issue of a 5-main issue Spider-Geddon event, and he approves the plan to win. This is so infuriating to me because without Peter Parker, none of these exist. Why is the main 616, the main reason why all these other Spider-Men exist, not involved in the story whatsoever from the get-go? I did not read the first Spider-Geddon, full disclosure. I was not buying comics at that time, and when I've heard about it, I was like, that's a really cool idea, seeing all these other Spider-Men get together and confront whoever, and I was really looking forward to reading this one after, getting involved in comics again. And this just let me down on multiple levels, and it just so infuriating. We all know Peter got the he had cosmic power, he's been Captain Universe, and then just to see Miles get it, it's just like they're just going down a checklist of Peter did this, so Miles has to do this. Peter's done this, oh, so someone has to do this. Like, we can't just embrace Peter's history without trying to make it a level playing field for everyone else. Like, the way he's been treated in the comics puts him way behind Miles. Miles is a freaking teenager in high school. And it just, I do like that Miles still looks up to Peter, but the way Marvel is going right now, I'm afraid that Miles will be like, dude, you're a loser, I don't have to listen to you. Basically, that kind of attitude. I do not like the road they went down with this, because it was very simple to see. Once they introduced it, was, hey, this is, we only have 5 main issues, we're gonna split all these mini Spider people into 2 teams basically, and we'll get rid of Peter Parker because we're stupid, and then bring him at the very end, but he doesn't really do much, and then these 2 teams will finally cooperate at the end, and they will win the day. And then someone with some genius was like, hey, I don't have enough spider people to fill in this page with this awesome brawl, in quotes. And they're like, hey, what if you just put different versions of Peter's costumes in there for some reason? And honestly, I don't get this. It makes no sense. I kid you not, half of these characters were not there during this event. They were not there until this page. When Peter was with Fantastic Four. When Peter was with Fantastic Four. Spider-Man Unlimited after the Amazing Spider-Man show. Iron Spider. when he first gets the symbiote. I'm pretty sure that's another version of that same costume. This is Ben Reilly's first costume, $20.99. But wait, $29 again up here. Pretty sure that's unlimited again. When he was Ghost Rider for a bit. Showtime. Why in the world are all these costumes showing up out of nowhere? It makes no sense. Ridiculous. Why did Marvel do this? Why did Hulu approve that? There have only been 20 consistent people, if that. Why did you just not draw those people bigger in a bigger brawl? It's just aggravating to see this kind of lack of continuity in a 5-issue event. It makes no sense. It's like they just chose a writer for each. Like, hey, you do this, you do that, and we'll just tie it up and hope it makes sense at the end. Then what I think is worse, they know they have no plans whatsoever of revisiting certain characters, but they leave these Easter eggs that maybe in hope they'll get a Spidergeddon 3, I guess, next year or in a 2. And it's so infuriating. I'll tell a little personal story of the first comic book / trade I ever bought. I was about 10 years old. I walked into Barnes & Noble and I went to the comic area because I wanted a comic book, and I picked out it was a thick book, and what we'd call like a paperback trade now, and it said Spider-Girl. I didn't know who that was because I was only 10 and I wasn't buying comics on a consistent basis. It was May Parker. When I think of my second favorite alternate of Spider-Man, it would probably be May Parker because of that connection, the little memory that I had from way back when. May Parker is from the MC2 that predates the idea of the Ultimate Universe by, I would say, at least a decade. And it was a futuristic, not too far in the future, 10, 15 years in the future, where Peter gets married to Mary Jane and they have May Parker. She inherits his abilities, and he actually, ends his career as Spider-Man because during his last fight, he loses his leg to Green Goblin, and Green Goblin dies. So, it's her story, and the updated version of the Marvel Universe. Instead of Fantastic Four, it's Fantastic Five. And basically, this girl, who is Mary Jane and Peter Parker's daughter in a different ongoing series, I haven't even checked that out yet, basically says, hey, there's this, I feel like the other will be in your universe, and it ends up being her dead father who will be resurrected. So Peter Parker will be back in the MC2, but they will never revisit MC2. This is the most ridiculous thing. Which I like, these ideas they have, but they won't execute them unless they do another event, which is just stupid. Like, I would love to see the MC2 come back. If they don't bring back the Ultimate Universe, bring back the MC2. Give us a glimpse in the future. Heck, give me another run of Miguel O'Hara. $20.99 is amazing. Continue the run of Ben and Kang. Most of these Spider people, we don't care about. I'll only give one nod, and it was a classy nod, because they put in Stan Lee there and there. Two, that's classy. I appreciate that Marvel, so to honor him. They give this great little portrait and other books. Awesome, the man, the myth, the legend, Stan Lee. I love his creations. I've loved the last 50 years of Marvel, if that. I don't know how long Marvel's been around on top of my head, but I want to say about that, it totally inspired many people, many different things, and I appreciate that. But like the way this just went down to me, it was infuriating. Maybe you guys feel completely different. Tell me at the bottom. Tell me what I'm missing. Uh, Make sure you guys like and subscribe. If you guys want different comics, let me know at the bottom. Alright, bye bye.